Here are the top 10 Game Boy Advance games of all time, according to fans of the GBA. Number 10 is Wario Land 4. This one gets praised for having good stage design and lots of variety between the different stages. The music is noted for having a lot of variety. Some of the tunes even have vocals. The graphics are quite impressive for the GBA, with some nice transparency effects and incredible looking bosses. And just like the previous game in the series, it has a sense of humor that only Wario himself can pull off. Number 9 is Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. This is essentially a spin-off of the original game on the PS1. It takes place in the same world, but is tonally different, with characters and a plot centered around kids. It's still a great game though. Why else would it be on this list, you dummy? It's got strategic, turn-based gameplay, and the story actually involves some serious things that many real-life kids go through. Players can relate to it, and even find solace in it. So, how did I come up with this list? I went to various places on the internet where people were talking about their personal favorite Game Boy Advance games. I found those conversations on Reddit, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on gaming websites. I also asked my own audience for their input using a YouTube community post. I recorded the games being mentioned in all those places, put them in a spreadsheet, and after accumulating over 1,500 mentions, I did some analysis and came up with the ranked list you are seeing today. And I did all this work manually without the use of AI, and I am not an AI voiceover. I used to do this kind of number crunching in an old job, but now I get to use that experience for more fun type of things, like these top 10 lists. And my own opinions did not factor into the rankings of these games. I am just a messenger telling you what the data shows. You'll still hear me add my own opinion when talking about these games, since I played a lot of them in the past. I do hope you like this video. Let's get on with it. Number 8 is Fire Emblem. This was the first Fire Emblem game to come out in the West. The series would become more and more fanciful as the years went on, which is part of the reason why people like coming back to this one. Like my first wife, it doesn't try to do too much. It just gives you some fun fights to engage in, a sensible storyline, a good amount of characters to operate, and some nice looking sprite work. Number 7 is Pokemon Fire Red version and Leaf Green version. In this data, I treated these two as one combined game, which it pretty much is. As most of the GBA player base knows, these are both remakes of two games on the original Game Boy. Pokemon Emerald would have been number 6, but I've decided to cram that one into this 7 spot as well. So essentially, number 7 is a 3-way tie. This has the benefit of freeing up a spot on this top 10, so you're welcome. Number 6 is Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Some things are just better when there's two of them, like my balls. In this case, you control the two brothers simultaneously throughout most of the game. It's an offshoot of Super Mario RPG and Paper Mario, and like those games, it's a simplified RPG that doesn't take itself too seriously. The colors and the graphics are very vibrant, and there's a lot of humor thrown in. It sold well, which led to them making 5 additional games in the Mario and Luigi series. Number 5 is Mother 3. This Japanese-only release is the third and final game in the Mother series. People in the West are most familiar with Earthbound, which is Mother 2, but luckily fans have translated this one. It plays like a traditional JRPG, but the characters and setting have a more modern American look to them. People praise the likable characters, the depth those characters are given, and the mixture of both serious and lighthearted story elements. To this day, fans fans are still pressuring Nintendo to make an official release of this game for the West. Number 4 is Medal of Honor Underground. The developers took a big risk here, porting a PS1 first-person shooter to a portable system with reduced capabilities. They pulled it off though, the scenery looks nice, and the bad guys, the Nazis, are fully rendered and easy to make out. Actually, this is a fake out. I put these in my videos to keep you from falling asleep. Medal of Honor Underground is considered one of the worst GBA games because everything is blurry, including the Nazis, so it does not belong on this particular list. The true number 4 is actually Golden Sun. Many proclaim this to be the best RPG on the GBA, both in how it plays and how it looks. It is very heavy on puzzle solving and the usage of magical abilities. There's also these little collectible creatures that can be assigned to party members to enhance their abilities, and they can also be used in combat in a number of ways. And that combat has a dramatic feel to it due to how the camera shifts around. It's a wonderful game. Number 3 is Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. This is one of 4 Castlevania games on the Game Boy Advance, and is one of the 3 that is a Metroidvania, meaning you seek out upgrades, which in turn unlock other areas of the game where you can find even more upgrades. The main component of the game, and what people tend to like most about it, is the soul system. Every once in a while, you will absorb a dead enemy's soul, and as the game progresses, the accumulated souls give you new abilities and stat upgrades. It's just a fucking awesome game. Before we get to numbers 2 and 1, let's go over some honorable mentions. These are games that barely missed being in the top 10. I'm just going to read them off in no particular order. Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3.
What I needed.
Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Advance Wars. Advance Wars 2, Black Hole Rising. WarioWare Inc., Mega Micro Games. Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. Sonic Advance. Pokemon Ruby version and Sapphire version. And finally, Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stones. And here are some honorable mentions. These are games that barely missed being in the honorable mentions. Honestly, I think a person could play Game Boy Advance for the rest of their life and be happy, because there's so many good games for it and many are replayable. And the games and the system are tiny, so if you collect physical, all you would need is one drawer to put them in. Number 2 is The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. At least one Zelda game has made my top NES, top Game Boy, top SNES, top N64, top GameCube, and now my top GBA games list. It's because Zelda games tend to be well designed and form a long-term positive impression in people's minds. Like some of the previous ones, this one has you transferring between two versions of the world. This time it's between a small world and a normal-sized world. It's a very engaging concept that is uncommon in adventure games. Number 1 is Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission. Oops, I did it again. Fusion would have been number 2 and Zero Mission would have been number 1. So I just combined them to free up a spot on the list. As someone who has played both of these games to 100% completion, I can tell you that they are engaging adventures, and both are about as atmospheric as side-scrolling games can get. If you enjoyed playing Super Metroid or some of the Castlevania games on the Game Boy Advance, you are likely to enjoy this one as well. You know what else you are likely to enjoy? My other top 10 lists on this channel. There's now over 30 of them, so be sure to check those out. I'll see you next time.